Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. It's Pokeroo live again with me, Shuggy Wuggy. I'm back. Jeez, oh, it's been such a long while getting here. Long while. Yes. And it's great to be back. And guess what? We're back and we're 100% Quest players now because the Go is dead. No more Go players. Yes. And just before we start, we have got our guest backstage and we have another guest backstage. So if you followed the link on the page, then we have you backstage and I can bring you on one at a time if you have your own questions to ask. The link is on the page. Very soon we will be going through the 22 Pokeroo questions with our guest of honor today. But first of all, we've got a few people backstage waiting to get on. This is exciting. This is exciting. So right now, I've got 3 people backstage, but I've got to do my introductions first. Once again, for all the new members, thanks for joining our community page, Pokeroo, Social Global Pro Poker. It's a nice page where we can all chat out with Discord and we can all talk about the game we love. Question I have to ask, first of all, is where is all the Go players went? I haven't got the quest yet that are still on the page. Get yourself a quest because we've got a great community in there. And the Go players have mixed lovely with the quest players. And for some of the Go players that came to the quest that just couldn't cut it, the likes of Chaz Reinhold, he's just a shitbag. He's buggered off to the dark side to Poker Stars. Oh, said a bad word. Why are you over there, Chaz? You get your ass back in here and show them how good a player you can be. Right. Also, I've got an appeal because when we first started this little Facebook page and we started doing interviews, we used to have some fun and games round the tables for Pokeroo. And I was thinking, I think we should have our own user tournament. Yes, our own user tournament. And we should have a mega payout user tournament. I'm trying to get 50 or 60 millions worth of chips to do a user tournament. Now, this one is going out to mainly the high rollers that play VR poker. If you're interested in being a sponsor or donator, would like to donate some chips and we'll do something like a 50 million payout tournament, a Pokeroo tournament on the VR poker, then we need you to sponsor it and donate some chips. We've got to do this through Sassy, whatever. You just say to me, listen, I want to donate 5 million chips. Sassy will take 5 million chips from your account and it'll go into the prize fund. I'm looking to get 50 or 60 million to make it the biggest tournament we've ever had on VR poker. So for the high rollers, keep that in mind, will you? Also, the interviews, the moderators are all over the page. No excuse not to be interviewed. We want to see you interviewed, okay? We want to see you getting interviewed. So make sure you put your name forward for the interview that we're just about to take part in right now. And we'll talk more about Pokeroo games as we go on. But I think it's time that we bring on our guest of honor this week. There's Sherry saying welcome back. Facebook user saying shut your face because they haven't clicked. And Sassy is a communist. I've got a feeling that's veto, but you need to click and let Facebook use your name. Right. Without further ado, we are going to bring on our guest today. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll as we welcome Mr. Ace. Hey, Ace, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How's everybody doing out there?
Well, I think they're okay. We've got a couple people backstage. Actually, we're going to bring them on before we start your 22 questions. But you're looking good. The sun is shining. Before I give the first question, I am going to bring on 2 people that are backstage that want to ask their own questions. First of all, oh no, they've just chickened out. Would you believe that? Little Fluff was backstage and I'm just about to bring, oh, she's back. So we'll bring Little Fluff on. Hello, Little Fluff. How are you?
I am fabulous. How are you?
We are good. Thanks for joining us on Pokeroo. You're on here because you want to ask Ace the first question, your own question. What have you got for us, Fluffy, for Ace?
I have only one question. How many hours do you play in a week, Ace? Poker?
Good question.
Well, you can probably answer that question as good as I can, right? I don't know. Well, I mean, it's so many. You know that. I can't even take a guess. I can't even. But I have a question for you. Why am I showing my face and you're not showing your face?
Very good question.
That's a great question. I'm busy playing poker at the moment, so only one focus at a time.
Okay, using poker as an excuse. I got you. Using poker as an
Chicken. So did we get an answer there, Ace? How many hours a week do you think?
Oh man, it's I don't know, anywhere between 30 to 50, maybe something like that, somewhere in there. More, definitely more on the weekends when I'm off work. I'll be on it pretty much all day. But usually when I get off work, I'll be on it maybe 6 hours a night, something like that.
Yeah. Well, here's a question, Fluffy. How many hours a week do you play?
Oh, geez.
I have a follow-up question. How many hours are there in a week? That's how many I would be playing.
I don't think there's enough hours a week for you to be playing, little Fluff.
I think it's around 25 a day or something. I don't know.
No, I remember on the Go side, I'm not sure about the Quest side, but it used to give you stats of how many hours you played in the month. I don't know if that still shows.
No, they don't do that here. No, I wish they would too.
Yeah. There's Sherry, you want to know who the other one was? I'll tell you in a minute. Fluff, anything else before I kick you off?
No, that's everything. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Thanks for joining us, Fluffy. See you later, darling. Bye-bye. There we go, Fluffy. And the other one backstage is we've got Cougar Marie, but she hasn't connected her devices. So you need to connect your camera and your microphone, Cougar Marie. I know she's backstage, so you need to click on before I can invite you on. Right. Are we ready to start this?
Yes. One thing I don't want to say though is that I will definitely donate $5 million to that prize fund because that does sound very exciting. Yes, I will do that. As soon as we're done here, I will do what I can to get in contact with
I'll deal with it. You've just gave me $5 million for the big mega tournament. That is amazing. Right.
You know why? Because I'm going to win it back anyway. So that's all that matters, you know?
Right. Cool. Right. Let's start with your 22 questions. Oh, wait a minute. We've got Cougar Marie. Cougar Marie.
Hi, Ace. Hi,
Hello.
Shuggy. I'm not going on camera, so don't even ask.
Okay.
No, I have COVID this week and I look like crap.
So,
yeah. So I just wanted to
hope you recover soon.
Thank you, Ace. I just wanted to ask Ace, what's the biggest pot that he's ever won at one table?
Probably 10 mil, I think, right around there. 10 mil on David. Just shoved all in with my 5 mil. Guy called, and well.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Well,
that's impressive. That's impressive.
I mean, I've been playing for so long, I can't remember those kind of stats. You know.
Well, you're an excellent player. So I just wanted to come on and say, and say hi, and to say that you're one of the great players on there.
You're definitely one of the great players as well, Kruger.
Well, thank you, Ace, and I'll see you at the
Cougar,
table.
wait a minute, Cougar. Let us ask you the same question. What is the biggest pot you've ever won?
Oh, I'm gonna say, and I actually won it this past week. I'm gonna say 8 million.
Wow!
On the David table. Yes, on David, I won 8 million. Yep.
Super duper.
Well, do you remember who it from? Where'd you take it from?
It was from Gibby Get Some.
Oh, there's a lot of rumors about Gibby, is there?
Yes. Well, she was trying to bluff me, and I called her because I had pocket queens and she had ace high.
Wow, well, that's good hand. Good call, good hand.
Thank you, Ace. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you around.
Thanks, Cougar. See you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye, darling.
Right.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So there you go. That was a couple of friends coming on right away. Usually when we do these interviews, they're very slow in coming on. Right. We're ready for your 22 questions now, Ace. Right. First of all, your name is Ace 420. Where did that name come from?
Well, originally I wanted to do just Ace 420, just ACE 420, but they said
Yeah.
that name was taken, so I just went. I was very creative and went AACCEE 420, and there it is.
Okay.
And I don't think
And
I have to explain the 420 part, so I mean that's why I got the 420 on there.
okay. And do you have any other usernames?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. And what's your first name for people that might see you on the page?
My name is Chris.
There we go. That's Chris. So, right. Question number one, you passed that. Question number two now. Tell everybody where you're at. Where's your location?
Clearwater, Florida.
There we go. Beautiful place. And we've got a map of Florida there for the international people that don't know what Florida looks like. And Clearwater, they've got a beautiful beach there, have they not?
Yes, they do. They have a bunch of beautiful
Yeah.
beaches.
Wow. And what's the temperature like right now?
Right now it's not so bad. It's somewhere in the mid 80s, I believe.
Oh,
It's
man,
not too
I'm
bad today.
sick.
Nice
I'm
little
sick.
breeze. Nice little breeze
I'm
coming
sick.
through too.
Yeah, and this is the great seal of the state of Florida. Is that the state flag that I've got up there?
To be honest with you, I have no idea.
All right. Have you always been a Floridian?
No, sir. I'm originally from Ohio.
Ohio. Okay. Right. Okay. What city in Ohio?
Miamisburg. It's a suburb of Dayton.
Right. Okay. I'm none the wiser. You could have said Bangladesh and I wouldn't have known. Right. Right. Ace. What's your job? Are you working? What do you do?
Yes, I'm a line cook. I actually work at Chili's.
Chili's. And what's Chili's? Is that an ice factory or something?
No, it's a restaurant. It's a chain restaurant here.
All right. Okay. And when you say you're a line cook, what do you mean? You cook up lines of cocaine or what is it? Explain it.
No, maybe in my older days, but not now. No, I just cook food for a bunch of people that come in that are hungry. I run pretty much every station in that kitchen. So been there for
Right,
about
okay.
5 years now. So
Very good. And is that quite local to where you stay?
yes, it's in walking distance.
Right. Very good. So you can come home drunk.
I can. Yes, sir. I can.
Okay. Very good. Right. Question number 4. Out with Poker VR. What hobbies do you have?
Not really too many, man. I mean, believe it or not, I've always loved playing cards. It's always been one of my hobbies.
Yeah.
Pretty much playing
so
cards. I like to play. I like to play video games. Stuff like that. And
Right.
it's pretty much what I do.
You watch TV? Have you any sports or anything you follow? Or?
Yeah, I do like football. I'm a Tampa Bay fan. I do like watching a little bit of NASCAR here and there. So
see
I
when you say football, is that the game in America that you actually throw the ball? Don't use your feet?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's not soccer. We call it.
Is that the game that you have a touchdown, but you don't need to touch the ball down?
Correct.
Yeah.
You have a touchdown, field goals, all that good stuff.
I'm just playing with you, you know.
I know you are.
So we call it throw ball.
Yes, sir.
And the thing is, what shape is a ball? In the dictionary, what is a ball?
Well, I mean, when you think ball, you think round. Yes, sir. You do.
Yes. So you've got the wrong name. You've got the wrong name to score a goal, and you've got the wrong name for the object you use. You use an egg.
Technically, to get a field goal, you got to kick it. So to get a field goal, so you do score.
All right.
You
Okay.
do
So
score
let's agree then. It's football. Well done.
Good.
Okay. So how long have you been on the VR for poker?
I would say a little bit over a year.
Right. Very good. And did you play poker before you got the VR?
Oh yes, I've played plenty of poker. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Right. And where did you play poker? Was it like home games, or was it in clubs or casinos?
No, it was more home games and a couple of games in a bar. Where you play for a bar tab.
Yeah. That's popular here in the UK as well. The bars they've actually got a league in the UK. The bars play in a poker league, which is quite good. I mean, it means you're not going to lose a big load of cash. You're playing for your chips and points as well, which is quite good. So how how did the VR poker come about for you? What's the story?
Well, a couple of Christmases ago, my sister bought herself a Oculus 2, and she gave me her hand-me-down Oculus 1 for Christmas.
Okay.
And that's how I discovered the poker.
Okay, so do you still play on the Quest 1?
No, sir. No, sir. I got the Quest 2 that I play on.
Oh, so you've upgraded now. You're a posh kid. Okay, cool. So these questions were made up when we had the Go side, and I don't think it's as pertinent. That's a good word for me. It's pertinent a question as it was in the Go side. But what level are you at?
I'm at level 51, I believe. Yeah, level 51.
Yeah. And the reason I say that, because on the Go side, for the Quest players that don't know this, when at our table, as well as our chips, we had a trophy. And
yes,
for
I
every
heard about that. Yep.
yeah, for every level you were on, your trophy changed. And your wheel of progress was on top of the trophy. So you were always looking at it, and you were always, the challenge was always to get the trophy up with the wheel of progress. But it's not as prominent in the Quest game. You have to kind of look for your level and stuff. And levels are not really such a big thing. Whereas the Go side, I mean, Chaz Reinhold, he's at level 69.
Wow.
I mean, that's he's in joint first place that I remember with a French player called Slater, who's never managed to get a Quest because I don't think he can hardly speak English, but he's good fun. He was level 69 as well. So I think it would be good to get maybe the trophies back in, then it's more in your face, so to speak. But level 51 is good. Right. So Ace, what is your favorite tables? Where can people find you playing most of the time?
Well, I would have to say my favorite would be Platinum. I love playing on Platinum. David's definitely a second favorite, but Platinum is definitely the number one table I like to play at.
Right. So you feel more comfortable in the Platinum tables. Do you ever go lower than Platinum?
I do at times. Yeah, there's some people I like to play with that play on lower tables like Diamond 1 or even Gold Plus. You know, so you'll see me on there every now and then.
Right. Okay. Right. Do you have a strategy that you'd like to reveal? There's a strategy of playing poker on the VR.
I'm a very tight player. That's the reputation I have. I'm a very tight player.
Well, we have a very tight player on the Go side. It's joined
that would
the
be
community.
Bazoo, right?
How did you know I was going to say
They
Bazoo?
always say me and Bazoo are number one and number two as far as being tight players.
Right, but there's nothing wrong with that as long as
all the time I hear that.
As long as it keeps you winning. Yeah. Right. Now, Maria asked, question 10 is your biggest win and your biggest loss. But she said in a hand, I put it in a session. So for me, if you're on for 6 hours, that's a session. So if you're on for 2 hours, it's a session. So you've come away from a session. What is the most you've been up in one session?
About 18 mil. 18 mil on David.
Oh my God. That is amazing. Amazing. 18 million. There's so many players that don't even have 18 million. Now,
I've lost that much on David Table too. So
well, that's the next question. What has been your biggest loss in a session that you can think of?
At least 15 mil. And they were back to back too. 5 mil, 5 mil, 5 mil. It was crazy that one night.
Oh my God. And do you know what? That would just kill me, because for me, poker VR, the chips they've got a value. Whereas you go to PokerStar, there's no value. There's 2 million. There's millions and billions. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, and the thing is, oh wait a minute, we've got a comment here from Chaz Reinhold. The traitor that plays in PokerStars is going 51.
Come back, come back over on our side, man. Let's see what's up, Brian. Come on, Chaz.
Yeah, Chaz.
You're the one running away. You're the one running away, man. I've been here the whole time. Where you been?
You tell him it's right. And there's Sherry. She says, and you also called Sherry the Dane a tight player.
You are a very tight player. You actually, the other night when we were playing a hand, I bet into you and you folded the winning hand. So you're definitely a tight player also, but you're a very good player as well.
Yeah. And she's great burping. Have you ever heard the Sherry burp? She said she wasn't going to do it the quest side, but she just burps all the time.
Well, I'm definitely glad that she decided to come over because she was definitely someone I'm glad that I met. She's a good person. So
Yeah, very good. Now the thing is, right? See the 15 million loss. Now this we're talking about the chips represent some kind of value, and the value they represent is the time spent in the game.
Yeah.
Now, did mentally, if I lost 15 million, I'd blow up. It would make me so sad till I got it back. Does it affect you if you go through a big loss?
Yeah, I mean, it does make me feel like I should go down to a lower table for a little bit, and
Mhm.
start trying to call it back up before I go back up to David.
Yeah.
I have I mean, you can ask. I don't know if you know Scott that plays on there, but he says all the time that it's very
Yeah.
hard to get me on tilt and very hard to get me angry. But there has been a couple times where you see me just quit because I've been pretty angry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah. It's just the game's so addictive. The time we spend to get these chips, and then you lose them in one hand. It's like, oh my god, I need to get off of this and watch
Yeah,
some
but all
TV
you
or
can do
something.
is just take a little break and get back on it and go back to the grind, and get it back. And it always
Yeah.
comes back around. So
Right. So question 11 is the hardest question. This is a hard one for most people. Now, you have to create two user tables, two tables that you have to create. So you have to invite 5 players for the first table and 5 players for the second table. So your first table is I want you to invite 5 players who are sociable, as in 5 players. You just want to have some fun. You don't care about the chips. You just want to have some good laughs and good chat. So you need to name 5 players for that table.
all right, that's actually pretty easy, man. That'd be Sandy Pants, it'd be Little Fluff.
Mhm.
It would be Master D. It would be Marius.
Mhm.
And I would have to say Crazy Guy because he's always fun on the table also when you're with Crazy
Definitely.
Guy.
That's a good table. Right. Now, the next question I've got to ask you, that's you got your social table. Now you want a real competitive game. You want to be put up against it. So you've got to give me 5 players that you think is a challenge to you. So 5 good players.
All right, that'd be 99. That would be Rev. That would be Lance. That would be Scott. And that would be Rice Alice.
Wow. Do you know you name you write them off so good? Usually we take ages on this one, but you've once again you've got
I
2.
play with the same people every day, so
Yeah.
it's very simple. I mean, you meet new people here and there, but I mean, when you play with the
course you
same
do.
group of people, it's pretty simple.
Yes.
And please don't be angry if I didn't name you. You're definitely, you know who you are. If I didn't name you, I apologize, but I was put on the spot, so there you go.
Yeah, you have. You've only got 5 names, and there's probably 15 names for each table you could easily name. So yeah, no, respect that. Okay,
Definitely.
now this one, some people take the American Fifth Amendment on this one, but we like to dish the dirt as well, and I've dished the dirt. There's some players that don't, but is there any players you don't like?
Plead the fifth on that one, sir. I mean, this guy knows who he is, but I'm going to plead the fifth on him.
Oh, wow. So you're not going to name and shame anyone you don't like?
No, I'm not here to shame, So, I mean, but like I said, he knows who he is. So,
Okay, well, is there anyone you don't like?
I don't want to, I'm not going to say that. That's the same question.
No, I'm not asking for a name. Is there people on the game that you'd rather not play with, but you're not going to tell me, just...
Yeah.
Is there,
yes.
Well, naturally, I think...
To be honest with you, too, it's only one person, too. Just one person.
Well,
everyone else I've met on there is great, but it's definitely one person, so...
That's fine. We'll move on. At least you've answered me. Fluff keeps coming... Wait a minute. Fluff, what you want? Fluffy. She keeps coming in backstage. Fluffy, little Fluff.
Well, her thing's all there, so it's like she's there.
I don't, right. I'll just kick her off again. There she's away again. She keeps coming back. I keep kicking her and she keeps coming back. Right. So, who is the best players that you've met on VR poker?
The best players?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Definitely 99, Rev. I think 99 and Rev are probably right now the top 2 players of this VR poker for sure.
Okay.
There's Many more, man. I mean, I think Noel's a good player. Some people, I like Noel. I don't mind playing with him. Chaz, if he ever come back, I like playing with him.
Nah, he won't come back. He can't handle it. He's up against the big boys now. But in saying that, I mean, there's quite a lot of the Go players that have now migrated, and we've all mixed very well. Is there anyone on the Go side that you've played with that you've thought, oh, wow, that's good. He's a good player?
Well, yeah, Cherie, Marius, this guy Ite or Ite, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Itai, yeah, he's from Israel. Yeah, Israeli boy. Yeah.
What about and Chad, of course?
What about Rick Bunn? Have you played against Rick?
Yes, I do like playing with Rick Bunn. He is definitely fun to play with.
Yeah, he's fun, and he's a good player. He is a good player. He's done well in the last few weeks. See, the thing is about the Go side, the high rollers in the Go side, it took a long time to get their chips because it was very rarely a platinum table. And once a week, if you were lucky, there was a millionaires table, well, your David table. So a lot of the Go players earned their millions by playing Diamond Plus, quite a lot. So Fluff has came back. Fluff, what is it?
No, I have no questions, but I'm not able to join the interview without joining the backstage. So please ignore me.
All right, I'll just ignore you. I'll just put you backstage then. Okay, so it must be the only way she can hear with the backstage going on. That's fine. Okay. Bad points about the game is what do you not like about the VR poker?
The glitches, man. There's so many glitches. Like it seems like every time they do an update, there's a new batch of glitches. Like now it's like when you're on a table and you want to try to switch to a different table, it automatically kicks you out. You can't do that anymore. You have to actually go out in the lobby and then join the table in the lobby now. So it's just the random glitches that they really need to fix. And I would also like the capability to be able to bet more than $1 million at a time instead of just betting $1 million or going all in. So maybe some bigger pools would be nice.
Yeah. Maybe even a bigger table now that there's higher rollers that have kind of outgrown the David table.
Or at least more bigger tables at least.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I think the game should scale up naturally. I think if every diamond table is used, then it should automatically release another diamond table. Platinum and
David, same way.
I call it the David table. What was the table called before it was renamed? I can't remember.
Titanium, wasn't it?
Was it Titanium? And that was named after a player as well, wasn't it?
That I'm not sure about. I know the David's named after a player, but I'm not sure about because that was way before my time when I was up there. When I went up there, it was David,
It was right because we're a little bit confused. Obviously, David Aacccceeeeee is sorely missed, and it's very sad that we lost him in the game. And it was a very, very nice thing for the players to say, "Listen, could we name a table after him?"
I think it was too. Yes.
However, a lot of the Go players are a little bit confused over it, and I think it was a nice gesture. However, I think because as well as we've got the new influx of players, and I think we've done the respectful thing for David, and I think maybe it's time now to bring it back to calling it the Millionaires Table, which we know as a Millionaires Table. There's obviously there's Diamond, there's Platinum, and then the next level was Millionaires. So it might be an idea to do it back and then just have a wee ticker tape in memory of somewhere on the site or on Discord.
Maybe still have David in the name, but Millionaire also in the name. Maybe something
possibly.
Like that.
So the best of both worlds. So maybe that's an idea. It's not a major thing for me. I'm just thinking of some of the new players that come in that can't relate to the loss that you guys suffered with losing a player around the tables. Anyway, it's anything else bad about the game that you can think about that
I mean, it's just mainly the glitches. That's pretty much the only gripe I have is the glitches. I mean, maybe some better environments would be nice to play in. Would be pretty cool. I mean, Poker Stars, and you go over there, they have those really cool environments that you play in. So that'd be something cool to bring over here on this side here to.
But were you there when they done the upgrade and the tables went black and your chips became illuminous? I loved that.
That was awesome. And you know what? They said that was a glitch too. So that's why they fixed it. You know, so I
Yeah.
mean, go back to that glitch. That was a good
Yeah.
glitch.
Yeah, that was a glitch that worked. Yeah. There's Sherry came up with a name, the O'Case Millionaires Table. There you go. That's it.
Hey, that sounds like
So,
a good name.
so you guys would call it the O'Case Table. We might call it the Millionaires, but there's a bit of both there.
There
So
you go.
that might be an idea. So there you go. That's something to think about. Yeah. Right. So following on from the bad points about the game, what would you change with the app? It's a kind of loaded question. You've answered some of that, but is there anything you would change?
I mean, just pretty much what I just went over before. Yeah, the higher chips, be able to bet more. Better looking tables, better looking environments.
Right.
Stuff. I mean, everything else. I like the game how it's chill and relax. So
Yeah.
it's a good game. A lot of
some things I'll run past you, Ace, is what about the avatars? Would you change them?
Yes, I would. Give us some arms and legs.
Yep. And do you know what? On the go side, the ladies had boobies. Yes, they did. The ladies had the titties. They did. And the thing is, on the go table, the ladies were always taller. So they were, and I didn't like that because women shouldn't even be playing poker. They should be doing the dishes and cooking for us and doing the laundry.
Come on.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm only kidding on, ladies.
All these chats just light up now. So
I know. I'm just trying to stimulate. I've been known as a stimulator, causing trouble, but there's some very good female players on the game. I must say there is some really good players.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So things that I would change is like definitely the avatars, definitely the environments, but a big thing to do with the game itself is let us show our cards. That is a huge part of poker.
That would be awesome. Yes, that is one thing that I'm surprised I didn't mention because that is one thing I've always wanted to see as well. Because it'd be good to show bluff to somebody.
Exactly. And it's a kind of reverse psychology because if I play live poker, I will deliberately bluff and show my cards.
Yeah.
Deliberately. Because then they think that I'm a bluffer, and then the next time, boom, I've got the nuts. They're going to call me.
Exactly.
So it is a part of the game. It's something that they have missed, and it would be great to give us the option to show the cards. Definitely. Right. Okay. We've already Fluffy asked this question number 16. How often do you play? So if you could just repeat that for us, how often do you play?
30 to 40, 50 hours a week, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's good. That's definitely an addict. I think most of the players have got that kind of addiction.
We are anonymous. We are anonymous.
Next question. I like this one. Yeah. Question 17. Have you given yourself a challenge in the game? What is the challenge that you give yourself?
I've already met it, man. I've just hit level 50. That was one of the challenges I wanted to do.
Right.
Okay. Collecting chips is all fun, but they're just as fun to give away also. So I mean, chips come and go, but the level is always something I wanted to get up to.
Yeah, and the thing that annoys me is they've stopped the level at 50. So once you get to 50, it's what? Yeah, we know. I think I'm level 53. There's Chaz sitting at 69. You're 51, but it only shows 50.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was. My neighbor has a loud car. You want to repeat what you just said?
No, I would say it'd be nice to show your proper level rather than just show 50.
I believe that too. Yes, that would be nice to show it on your chest and be able to see it on your and instead of having to look at your your notifications. Look at
and the thing is, as I said before, the level isn't right in your face, so it's not as much of a challenge. So most people now, once they've reached level 50, the challenge within themselves is either to challenge their bankroll, try and get a level on your bankroll, or try and challenge yourself in a tournament. So we talk about tournaments. Moving on to question 18. Do you play the tournaments, Ace?
Just the Millionaires tournament. I do that. I didn't play it today or last week, but usually every Sunday I'll play that tournament.
Yeah, and I think it's because it's probably the most true tournament because the lower players won't spend 400K to get in it. So we're going to get honest players, well, as honest as we can get. And I think that's why that tournament is well received. Have you ever won it?
No, I've never even
Well,
made the final table. Made
well,
it
there you
past
go.
lockdown a couple times, but never made it to the final table.
Well, there you go. That's a challenge for you. You
Yeah.
should be every Sunday. You should say, right, that's my challenge. I need to get to the final table. And then once you've done that, then your next challenge is to get top 3, top 2, and then your challenge is definitely to win it. So
Yeah.
I'm setting that challenge on you. Okay.
All right.
Right. Can you name? Well, we've quite covered it. Can you name any players that no longer play anymore? We've either lost them or they've just disappeared from the game. Is there any you can think of?
Not really, man. I mean, Rysales disappeared for like a month, but he just appeared a couple nights ago. I haven't seen him for a while, a couple nights ago. But
yeah,
no, not really, man. I mean, like I said, most of the people I play with are the same players and have been for probably the last 6-7 months now. So
yeah. What about this? Was before our time on the Quest side. What about all the defectors that kind of left the game? Did you play with them?
just Chaz.
No,
Only
but he's
Chaz,
not a
really.
defector. He's just a junkie. He's not a defector. I'm talking about Rebel and Ouija and
No,
all
actually,
that crew.
they were before my time up there.
Right. Okay. Sherry's just wrote. What about
Radisson,
Radisson?
yeah. I haven't seen Radisson lately. That's a good call, Sherry.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who Radisson is. That sounds like soap powder.
A crazy player. That's what he is. Crazy
Is
player.
it?
He be shoving all
Yeah.
in all the time.
Yeah. I just think that's a great name for washing soap suds. Radisson. Use Radisson. Get your laundry clean with Radisson. I don't know who Radisson is. Sorry, Radisson, if you're watching. I don't know. Right. Here's a question for you. You're an addict. You play the game, and the game changed. The game's going to be better. Oh, wait a minute. Sherry's wrote, he was absolutely mental.
I told you.
Yeah. Right. So the game that we love, the game that we play, has came with better features, and they say, well, to keep this game going, you need to subscribe to the game to be an active player. Would you subscribe $5, $7, or $10 a month to play the game if you got something back for it to keep the game going? Would you do that?
Yeah, I would. I mean, if they would come through with that, and make the game look nice, and yeah, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think I'm not talking about this game, any game in particular, because I think we spend a lot of time on it, and if we get value for it, if it's $10, it's 2 cups of coffee a month.
Yeah.
And if we get something back,
sure.
do you know? I've asked everyone that question, and there's only ever been one person that says no, I wouldn't pay. One person, and I'll name him. I will name him. And I'm embarrassed to say it. It's a fellow countryman, another Scottish man, said that he wouldn't. You might not know him. He's Muckleview. I don't know if you ever played with Muckle.
I've played with Muckleview a couple times. I remember the name.
Well, he's a stingy bastard. He wouldn't play. He wouldn't pay. Right, we're nearly done. Question 21-ish. You've done really well here. And by the way, it's been so long trying to get you on. We've always kind of crossed paths and times, and so it's great that we got you there. And
good things are worth the wait, right? Good things are worth the wait.
Yeah, and the good thing about you is, and this is what I like, and this is what the moderators like, we like people that volunteer without being asked, because it makes our job easier. I don't like going around the tables and bullying people in to join the page, or bullying people to come on here and have a chat. I like it when you come forward, and you've done that, and I love you for that. So question 21, have you met any VR players in real life?
No, I haven't actually. I haven't met any of them in real life. There's only one VR player I play with that actually lives in the States that I could probably meet, but everyone else is all over the world. So.
All right. Okay. But somebody that stays in your or in America or just in Florida?
He's
Are you
in
talking
America.
about?
In America.
So all right. So there's only one person you play. It's American. I don't believe
No, I
that.
mean, there's other people. Actually, I take that back. There is quite a few other people that I do play that's in America, but majority of the people I do play with are from other parts of the world.
Right. Okay. Now, if you would like to meet someone in real life because you like what they sound like or you've got a good relationship with them, who would you like to stand at a bar and have a beer with or meet up? Is there anyone?
You're putting me on the spot here, aren't you?
Yeah, why not? That's why you're here.
Does it have to be one? Or
Oh, you could name a few, right? Well, let's, because I'll tell you this in 6 weeks' time, I'm meeting, definitely I'm meeting one player. I'm meeting Bruce Thomas. I'm meeting Bruce, and
Okay.
hopefully Thomas Yuri is going to come and meet as well. We're meeting in Turkey, so we're going to meet up there.
Yeah, well,
So there's a
if I
couple that
can
I'm definitely going to
name
meet.
a few, man, if I can name a few, of course, it'd be a little fluff. It'd be
Yeah.
pants. I'd love to
Yeah.
meet Marius. I think Marius would be fun as hell to hang out with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Scott, and the brothers, Wazzy and Pyro. That'd be cool to meet.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. They're actually were due to come on here as well. The brothers. I think we've got them for next week. So that'll be
And
interesting.
I'll tell you what,
too.
the one person I would love to meet in real life also is someone that don't talk on here. It would be 99. I think you'd be a really cool person to meet also.
Yeah. Now, where is 99 from? Do you know? Does anyone know?
I don't know if he wants me to answer that, but he's from Hong Kong originally, but he's living in Australia right now.
Ah, right. Okay. And have you heard them speak?
Yes, I have.
Right.
He,
Okay.
Again, I don't know if he wants this out there, so I hope he doesn't get upset with me. But he did on my birthday. He came up mute and wished me happy birthday.
Oh, that's
So
cool. A few
cool.
people have heard them speak, but he's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. He's just, but he's always friendly. I mean, he'll wave. He'll give you the thumbs up.
Yes, he's a very, very good poker player, very dangerous poker player, but he is definitely a very friendly guy. Yes.
Yeah, and I learned quite a lot. I'm on the poker. I'm on it more for the social side because during lockdown, this game saved my mental health. It really did. It saved me. All my businesses went because of stupid COVID, and the game saved my life mentally. And I forgot what I was going to say.
Wild card's coming back, so give me 1 second, man. I'm sorry.
All right. Shoot him. Get your gun out. You guys have got guns. We don't have fucking guns. Shoot him.
I don't think I want to do that.
Do you have a gun? This isn't a question on Pokeroo, but do you have a gun?
No, I do not.
No. Good, man. We don't need them. Do you know, we done an interview with a player that's on the page, and he was on the go side, and he will not come over to the quest side. But we done an interview with him, and he came on. He stays in California, and he came on with his gun, his holster, for this interview with his gun. I'm like, wow, that's scary, because we just don't see these guns, right? Okay, cool. Your last question. What is the craziest thing you've ever seen or done on the game? Can you think of something really crazy that happened at the tables or whatever?
I would probably have to say whenever I don't know if you ever played with Shake before, Shake the Walk.
Yeah. He's a chef as well. Is he not a chef as well?
He is a shark. Yes, he's a very, very good player. He was just on
not
actually
a shark.
a few nights ago.
Watch my lips. Is he not a chef? Is he a cook? I'm sure he is a cook.
Oh yes,
chef.
yeah, he is. He actually. That's why Shake the Walk. He cooks and walk.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Sorry. Carry on. What happened?
He just gets on tilt and just every hand, 5 million, shove every time. You lose it, he'll go back to the store, buy more chips, come back, do it again. So that's probably one of the, I mean, even Plunquita, he doesn't buy the chips, but Plunquita, when he gets on tilt, he'll do that same stuff. He'll be putting all his chips in there and shoving all in, so.
Plonky can be, I call him Plonky because he's a plonker. I think he could be a dangerous player, a good player, but a dangerous player. And
that's actually someone I haven't seen in a while either. So hopefully he comes back soon also, because I do like playing with him. So.
Yeah, Plonquita is a Go player. He originated on the Go side, and Plunkita, there's a story about Plunkita. When we all came to the quest side and we see Plunkita playing in the millionaires table, we're like, what? We on the go side, Plunkita would never go past silver.
Wow.
Never. We'd never see him up in the higher tables. Maybe once or twice we saw him, but then
As
no,
good as a
he was
player
always.
is, man. I find that hard to believe, as good as a player as he is, but that's
Yeah,
crazy.
no,
Wow.
he never came up to the higher tables. I think he was scared of Chaz. I think Chaz scared him away. I think Chaz was a little bit rude to him, maybe. The junkie bastard I call Chaz. Chaz Reinhold, you get back on the game. We challenge you. Yeah, so lots of crazy.
I want your chips. I want your chips. Please come back.
It's easy chips. I mean, he's playing over in Poker Stars where chips have no value. He's busy get cows smoking cigarettes and all the shit that goes on over there. It's just too much. Have you been over there? Have you seen it?
What, on Poker Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played over on Poker Stars. I've seen. I don't know if you remember when this site was down for like a whole day and almost a whole night. That's what I was over there at Poker Stars, and I saw Chaz over there, and he was on my table, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, Chaz?" And he even knows me.
No.
You know, but he was pulling up all the menus and everything. It's like, oh my god, look at all this stuff. They got stats, they got this, they got that, and so that's I think kind of got him to kind of go over there a little bit. So but Chaz, come back. I want your money.
Well, we're done now, Ace. There you go. You passed the test. You're now a star of Poker VR, an internet sensation, and you've done great. You answered the 22 questions and more. So thanks so much for coming on, and it's good that people will see a different side to the tight bastard that you are.
Hey man, this was awesome. I enjoyed this. This is a good experience, man, and you know, hopefully we get to see other people on here that I would love to see on here do this interview.
Yeah,
so
we're going to pick it up, and this is a message for all the moderators. It's time to stimulate the game. Get them on here, get them on the page. And once again, I'm going to thank you very much. I didn't ask you directly. You offered right away at the start. We're going to try and organize a user tournament. For a user tournament, we have to generate our own chips. We've done it on the Go side before, but we want to do it for the Quest side, a mega payout user tournament where we have to generate our own chips, looking for high rollers to donate, and right away, Ace, my hat's off to you. 5 million chips to the cause. So
I know there's other high rollers out there that can do that, man. So please do that, because this tournament does sound pretty fun. So.
Yeah, it does do. So I've got you written down for 5 million. I'm looking for another 20 players to give us 5 million. How good would that be? 100 million chip tournament. Wow.
Yes, that would be awesome. Yes, I would be definitely for that.
Yeah. So thanks for your time, Ace, and we'll see you around the tables. Are you going on right now? You going to go on?
Probably, more than likely, yeah. Most definitely. I mean, I have nothing else to do, so go play some cards, you know?
Yeah, I might go on myself.
We'll see you on there a little bit later on, Shuggy.
Yeah, I will do it. And thanks so much, Ace. And don't forget, give me your chips.
All right, man. You got to earn them, man.
Over now. Man. Catch you later. There we go. What a lovely, lovely man. That was Ace, all the way from Clearwater in Florida, man. I wish I was there right now. I mean, it's still Christmas here in Wuggy Land. Well, not really. It's just my wife playing crazy buggers with a feature wall. So thank you very much for everyone watching. I'm going to click off now, and I'm going on the tables. But the moderators are all round the tables. Please spread the word when you're playing to join the page, Pokeroo Global Social Pro Poker. And for everyone watching, if you haven't been on here answering the famous 22 questions, then tell us. We want to get you on. Hopefully, we're going to the land of Israel via Belarus next week when we've got the brothers. Okay, Brothers Grimm. We'll try and get them on. From me, Shuggy Wuggy, have a great week round the tables, and we'll see you hopefully next week. Over now. Catch you later. Bye.